Hello and welcome to another race day in the AMG GT3 on Imola. I'm happy to be back. I was sick and yeah, I'm looking forward to this. It will be my first race since 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. I've practiced a lot. I always loved this combination and I'm happy to be back in GT3s because I didn't drive them for, I don't know, I think 2 or 3 seasons. No, not seasons, years. It has to be years. Because the last time I practiced them heavily was before the first tire update, which was in like 2020 or something. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it for today. We will start with the open series, then go to the fixed series, and I don't know how many races I will do. When you see the VOD, you can check the chapters at the bottom down below in the description. And yeah, let's head out, have one warm-up lap before we head into the quali. And hopefully have a fun race. So I think my voice should have enough sustain to make at least 2 races, maybe 3 or 4. I got some tea, I'm ready. Let's let those guys pass. Yeah. So I'm actually not entirely sure what my race pace will be. In practice sessions I managed to drive some stints which were in the low 42s. But you know, practice and racing are 2 different things. The first lap is always a bit tricky in the car. No, rain is not coming in a year or 2. Rain is happening right now here in Imola. And it's raining incident points. That will be another concern for the race. Oh, could be quicker around here. But on the first lap I'm always a bit careful, since the car likes it to spin. So yeah, incident points might be huge. I'm not exactly sure how I will do when I need to push and avoid incident points at the same time, because some of them around here, like this one, can be a bit difficult to avoid when you're pushing. And the chicane. The chicane is another beast. Do we have time for this lap? Yeah, maybe. But we are in traffic. I copied this bad line.
Slow car ahead. Go right. Go right.
And I may have wait. This. And I may have mixed up left and right. Alright, let's go. Is the music loud enough? And hey Ian, I hope you're having a nice weekend or a nice start into the weekend and a nice evening. I'm also curious about my quali pace. I practiced twice with the quali setup. And the quickest lap was a 41.6. Which is more than decent. But I'm not sure that if I can hold my race pace if I quali with a sick time like that, so... Because a 41 will put you in the top 5, I think. In any split. We might not make it into top split on this race. I think my iRacing is too low for GT. Well, this is indeed a top split. Dang. We just barely made it into the top split. Honestly, I expected a second split for the first GT3 race, but yeah, whatever, let's take it. Let's accept the challenge. Alright, so let's try to finish a 41 and see what happens. I'm confident about my pace, I'm not confident about my race pace. So it will be an interesting one. Alright, I need to be careful on the first outlap. As mentioned, the car is really tough to drive. Dang it, the second split would have been such a breeze, and alright. Now I need to deliver on the 41, I guess. Let's go. As always, I won't comment a lot in the quali because I want to focus on my lap. And get a decent result on. But I'm confident in the car, and that's the most important thing. Alright, carry me AMG. Let's do it.
Okay, here comes your first time lap.
I was a bit afraid of the incident here. Alright, show me the money. It's okay. First lap is always a bit slower.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
Luckily, no incident points. Alright, that's a decent quali. I guess that's something like a top 5.
Alright, there's checkered flag.
Oh god, why? Why does it need to be the first split on my first GT3 race in such a long time? Oh god, it's P6. Are you kidding me? Yeah, as mentioned, 41 would have put us into the top 5. Yeah. Alright, so I got the pace to drive 42s and the fully loaded car, mid 42s. But I'm not gonna lie, I expected something a bit more chill. Because as mentioned in the second split, this would be a breeze. In the first split, the first laps will be tricky, and then I will hopefully find my pace. I've also never used the auto refuel thingy that got patched in, so I would have liked to test it one time before I really get into a split where you need to fight for every 10th possibly when you're in a pack. Yeah. It will be fun. It will be fun. Yeah, let's see. I mean, I can be relaxed. We got the lowest iRating. I definitely have the pace to make the top 10. So we just should set it as a goal to finish in the top 10. Stay away from any troubles and just try to find the pace. I mean, I can really just look at it as a practice race. That could be worse than starting in a high position with a decent pace. Yeah. That should be the goal. I'm a bit conflicted because a part of me wants to fight for top 5 or top 3. And then there's another part which is a bit rusty. And that part wants to settle with a P10 and just relax and chill.
One lap to green. Line up on the right side. Pit road is closed right now.
Alright, so I've set auto fuel on. And I guess it will do its job. I'm honest, I didn't read the patch notes. I don't know how many laps it takes into account. Because I expected this to be a chilly one. Friday evening is usually packed. Whatever. Let's relax. I got the outside line into T1, which I'm not sure about if I want to stick with it or if I want to go for the inside there. I feel like the inside is easier, but we have to see. Dang, let's go. Which gear do I want to use when I start? Please don't hit me.
About to go green. Stay focused. The pace car is in.
The guy wants to jump me. Alright, that was a good reaction.
Green, green, green.
Decent decision making at the start. Oh, please don't crash. First X.
You cut that corner and got to
I forgot how to turn. Well, well,
car right. Clear on the right.
There goes our quali position. Alright, but now I should be more relaxed because those guys should be slower than I. And that's what he said and nearly collected another incident point. I'm not happy with the braking point there. Alright, we are close to the P10 I aimed for. I can't really tell if I'm quicker or slower because I'm not driving clean. Yeah, my run through the chicane is so bad. I'm happy with a 42.8. That's decent, I think. If you take the circumstances into account. We are also closing in. Oh, why the hell did I push the throttle there? That nearly cost me another incident points. Alright, we are getting the 488 behind us, which is nice. Oh, he got past, I think. I'm so bad through the chicane. It looks like the Audi behind us is catching. Yep. At least I had a decent run into the chicane now. I'm driving only 43, so there's still a lot of pace which I can unlock.
Go right.
He has a run. I'm not sure if I can keep him behind me. Alright, now it looks like I can keep him behind me. I got enough space ahead of me, so I should try to focus on my line now, push, and try to finish at least one mid-42.
You're in the top 10.
And when I can do it, then I can also hold the Audi behind me. Please don't slow me down. Thanks. I mean, that could be a 42. I think it's now 43.0. The Audi is struggling over the curbs in the chicane. Which is good news, because that means that you'll probably not get into a good attacking position on the main straight. Yeah, he's always dropping back after the chicane. Alright, what do we do with the guys ahead of us?
You've got about 5 laps of fuel.
I'm not driving to the edge of the track because I'm a bit scared to clip the grass. Alright, I also found my composure again and dropped all the nervous insecurities I had in the beginning. I really struggle with this car at the beginning of the stints.
You cut the cord, you've got to slow down and give up that time.
Alright, I shouldn't have said that. It immediately backfired. Dang it. Let's close the gap again. Ah, now he is on striking distance. Yeah, he's always losing 2 or 3 tenths in the chicane, that's fine. Love your content, thank you! Alright, so 2 seconds, 3 laps before the pit stop. Let's close the gap. And hope that we get a chance in the pits to pass one of them. Dang it. That was a nice run, finally, after 13 laps. 2 laps until pits. I might pit 1 lap earlier just to avoid any kind of traffic in the pits. Auto refuel looks fine.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel.
We are quicker than the Audi, and we are also quicker than the Audis ahead of us. Yeah, I will pit now. I don't really want him to be right behind me when we drive into pits. Oh, they are pitting right now as well. Dang. Oh my god, that's...
Pit box in 10,
Right.
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here. You're in the top 10.
I think we closed the gap by a lot because they had a bad pit entry.
Okay, go.
Oh no. And he closed the gap to me as well, but we are quicker than him. Oh, what are they doing? I'm not sure how the tires feel right now. I've never practiced past first pit stop.
The lead is pitting now.
Expected that one to be an incident point. Oh, I could feel the fuel load there.
You're in the top 10.
Yeah, I need to brake earlier. Good. Come on! Now we are collecting a few too many incident points. The draft is really bad on those cars this season. Like, I'm not having any kind of draft and I'm within 0.7 seconds. Come on, why? I was with 2 tires on the track. Oh god, 9. How many laps are left? 5 laps or something. I think it's 6. I need to be careful now. I don't want to reach 11 or 12 inks. I don't like that we are stacked together here. Six laps? Yeah, might be based on my fuel. So I can afford in contact, but I don't really want to afford the contact. That was such a bad hairpin. I was aiming for the inside because I wanted to be on the safe side if the Merc spins. It looked a bit like they would touch. Alright, so I'm confident, but I absolutely don't like it. I also need to be careful now because he always decelerates a lot in the last part of the braking zone. Yeah, he almost comes to a stop before the first left-hander. And I can't do such a harsh correction on the brakes with the AMG there. When I brake hard at the end of the braking zone, then the car will spin. I'm definitely quicker, but I'm not sure where you can overtake. And the guy behind us is also definitely quicker. Oh, those will be fun 4 laps. Where do you overtake? I have no slipstream at all and now I'm within 0.5 seconds. 0.4.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel left.
Oh man, come on. You can't block like this. I think we got 3 laps left. How do you overtake around here? My exit out of the last turn is also incredibly bad. Man, you can't be serious. Like... You need to pick a line and stick to it. You can't be driving back and forth. Two laps left, 1 lap left, or maybe 2.
You just got the white flag. That means 1 more lap to go. You got about 2 laps of fuel left.
Jesus! The fuck was that? Alright, we managed to finish on P10. It was the second target, so I'm happy with it.
You got a slow car on the right. Car stop on the right.
We stayed below 10 incidents.
Ticket flag. Good job. Very good job.
And for a top split finish, that's pretty decent. Alright. Give me 1 minute to be mad, and then I stop being mad. It's incredibly annoying when you have a car driving ahead of you which is copying your line. It's just... And I don't know what the second incident was. It was in lap 23, I think. Like, what the hell? I mean, sure, it's difficult to overtake. Sure, I have very little overspeed, but it's the outside line, so it doesn't really matter that much. And it's just annoying. Because I had a lot of overspeed. I think I could have definitely get at least towards his front door. Which is already decent, I think, in those cars, because as you've seen, there's not that much slipstream. We have enough time before the fixed series starts. Answer. Yeah, I don't know where you can overtake. Maybe if I get a better run into the last turn. I definitely had a lot of pace left at the end. I don't know what my lap times were. Yeah, we drove a 42.8. Can definitely drive a 42.6 or 5 without any cars ahead of me. But I mean, if I don't get the time penalty in the first or second lap, then I don't have to drive against those guys. So at the end of the day, it's probably my mistake. Saw that the Audi driver in the chat, yeah, it's... I don't even think the Merc was blocking that badly. Wait, that's a Williams? But it's not the real Williams driver, is it? Yeah, that's just... it didn't look like the Merc was blocking, to be honest. They were quite often side by side, so... The Audi was just mad. And I am not even sure if you can blame the Merc, because after the pit stop he was ahead. Jumped him in the pits. Didn't he? I think he was ahead at some point. Am I misremembering it? Take a look at this one. No blocking from the Merc. Merc is sticking to its line. Audi fucked it up and lost the rear. That's no blocking. Yeah, no blocking. Whatever. Let's get ready for the fixed series. Oh dang it, that's stupid. Wait, did we? No, we didn't. That's stupid time penalty. But I guess, I mean, I didn't drive GT3s in 2 years, and I didn't drive any race all that much in the past 3 weeks. So it's decent. And the only way to get confidence is by driving more, and that's what we will do. Let's hop into a practice session, get used to the fixed setup. Let me check how many iRacing we got, how many iRacing points we got. I'm a boomer on the new website, on the UI. Can't I click on this? No, can I click on this? Was a 3.6k strength of field. And I qualied on P6, dang it. Best lap times. I could have finished in the top 7 or 5. I mean, that's good to know, I guess. Got 50 points for it. And we had no trouble to race in the top split in a 3.6k SOF, so I can be relaxed. I mean, I can take it as practice experience to get confidence back, to get the routine, and where's the fixture? Because if we can keep that pace and stick to top splits, then I will have a lot of time to climb. I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if I climb with 30 points, with 30 points, 50 points, or 70 points. We will keep climbing for a long time. It didn't look like I would need to battle for lower positions there. I was also pretty confident on Sebring last week. Wait. Oh. Didn't I register for something? Hello? Is it buggy? Let's restart it. So yeah, the AMG was actually the reason why the fixed setup for the car was actually the reason why I picked it for this week, because I wanted to drive both races back to back. And the fixed AMG felt the best. I also practiced in the Lamborghini and the BMW and one more car and the Audi. But the AMG felt the best, even if the fixed setup is a bit loose on the rear. I think my best time with it was a 42.2. Which was quicker than with any other car in open setups. That song is weird. Oh, dang it, that stupid slowdown. I think we could have finished on top 5 without that slowdown. Next time. Alright. We have like 3 or 4 laps to get used to the setup. And then we have a race without the pit stop. I think it's without the pit stop. Last time I drove it, it was without the pit stop. Pass. My biggest issue is to get used to the changing conditions throughout the race. But that's just practice at the end. Yeah, this car's a bit more loose now. That's why it's important to get a few practice laps in. It's a bit more understeery and loose at the same time. I don't know how they managed that, but they somehow did it. I didn't check my license rank, but I don't think it's important because you don't really need an I license anyway. Holy moly, it's understeery. Alright, there goes the first time lap.
Car stopped ahead.
But overall, I'm feeling pretty confident on this track. I think if I can get like 10 races in this week, and then I should be fine. Because I got the pace. I also got the tire management. The only thing that's lacking is that I'm rusty. Oh god, it's understeery. And oversteery. And both at the same time. I need to brake earlier for the hairpin. Let's finish this lap. It's another 43.5. Load into the session. I'm curious if we make the top split again, but probably. I mean, the further the time passes now, the less people should drive. I think the biggest activity is always around 7 PM GMT. Let me look up the incident points from last race. I'm a bit curious now, because I want to know if I need to be careful with 9 incident points or if I'm still gaining. I mean, the race will be shorter now, so I will probably need less. But why can't I? Oh, it was 0.0. We didn't gain it, we didn't lose safety rating. Okay, that's nice. Oh god, it's another top split. Oh god, that's another top split. Alright. I think my pace in the fixed setup will be a bit lower compared to the open setup, simply because the car is a bit more unstable and I struggle in the first 2 laps. So together with the lack of experience, I will probably drop a few positions if we quali in the top 6 again, or top 5, or top whatever. What's the track temp? 36. Alright. Yeah, it's spicy in the first 2 laps. Alright, let's go.
Green, green, green. Okay, here comes your first time lap.
I was a bit too early on the brakes there. Dang it.
One more lap.
Alright, this is the one that counts. Too much understeer. I missed the inside curb. You need to hit that curb because it gives a bit more rotation and you can get back on the throttle earlier. Yeah, it's probably only a 43. Still P7 though. I did not expect that. I said my best time in this setup is a 42.2, so I'm about 1 second off. But based on the lap times that I see in the quali, I can aim again for the top 50%, like top 10, top 9, top 8. Should be doable. Yeah, I will probably not have the pace to race to top 7. Like, I could have the pace, but I don't have the consistency right now. So top 8 looks like a realistic goal. Top 10, top 11 should be the worst case possible scenario goal. And I don't think we will deal with anyone below P12 because 43.6 or 43.7 is... Unless he had a major mistake somewhere, it's pretty slow compared to what I can drive. So yeah, it's top 8. Maybe catch a few freebies. P3 to P6 are all within 2 tenths. Yeah, looks nice. I'm not starting at the front or on the top 5 or 6 is also nice. It's a bit more relaxed. I was super nervous at the start of the last race. It was, as mentioned, starting on the top split right away was not what I expected. I expected a second split. And then a chill race somewhere in the top 5. Having to drive the top split right away was a bigger task than expected. Alright, let's grid. Get comfy in the car.
1 lap to green. Line up on the left side. Pit road is closed.
We got the left side this time. I think it was a good decision to pick the left into the first turn, so I will stick with it and try to hold my line and stick to the inside again. A few Mercs, BMW behind us, Audis. Is that? No, it's a Porsche. I thought for a second it's a Ford, but it looks like a Porsche. You can see it on the overlay. I think I don't have it on my HUD, only on the stream. Wait, I remember that green BMW, but he had a different name, so maybe it's someone from the same team. I think I drove against one in the practice session for the stream. Let's go.
About to go green. Stay focused. The pace car is off. Be ready.
That was a boomer start. I wanted to fix my gear. Then I realized that I'm too quick for the first gear and
Green.
it still looks decent.
Car right. You're on the left. 3 wide. Car right. 2 wide. Clear.
I don't know what the mission of the BMW was, but it didn't work out. I'm sorry.
Right side. Stay on the left. Clear.
That understeer and to oversteer is really difficult to deal with. But I know the BMW is understeer as well, so I'm not too concerned. Alright, nice. That was a decent first lap. We managed to stay out of the trouble. Got a decent gap to beat whatever is behind us. They're fighting behind us, which should give us an opportunity to pull away. First incident point, it's fine. My last turn is not that great. It's still decent, but it's not that great. I'm always dropping about 1 or 2 tenths there. Freebie. That was okay-ish. Now I will equalize my best time from the open setup series.
You're in fifth.
I still feel like I can go a lot quicker. I'm holding back on the throttle a bit, because I don't want to trigger the oversteer. We're in an extremely confident position right now, so it would be stupid to throw it away. Could be a 42, no, it's a 43.1. Messed up my trail braking there. Thought I would be slow enough, and then I realized, wait, that car understeers, you need to brake more. Oh, that could be a slowdown actually. He was pretty far on the right. Understeer. Okay. They got enough safety rating. He's struggling a bit. Spicy entry to the second last turn, but it worked out. Another 43. I'm quite consistent, but I'm a bit below what I can drive. The car understeers so much sometimes in that turn. Oversteers. Not understeer. Feels like we're driving in a bubble. Yeah, did I mention that you also can't clip the curb on the fixed setup? No? Okay. No, I did. Alright, we pulled away again, which is nice. He was a bit close after the mistake, but now he's 0.8 seconds behind us again. It's so understeery. Yeah, let's take it, fuck it. This car can't turn no matter what you do.
White flag, white flag.
Nice, last lap. Why is it so dark around here? Nice! That's a P5 and a top split. A bit more than I expected. We got a few freebies at the beginning of the race. It was a bit uneventful. We were in a bubble for the whole race.
Checker flag. Good job, very good job.
I'm a bit below my pace still. I was driving only 43s. I'm not sure if I could have got him with 42s, but then I would need to push way more. And you probably saw it in a few exits. I struggled a bit. Well done, thanks. Let's take a look at the start. Because I think my decisions were solid, but I want to see if they were solid or if we were lucky. So at this point I was trying to figure out which gear I want to use. Yeah, I shifted into first, then I saw that it's too low. And when I shift back into second, then they are already going. Yeah, he's already going. It was unlucky timing. I need to check the speed. So we are going at 111 km/h. I need to look at the speed when we start the next time because I think it's the best indicator for your gear. You need to predict your gear. You can't make late adjustments like I did them here. It was lucky that we got away with it, but ideally it's something you want to predict. And surprisingly, the BMW on the right made the same mistake. Like, he's going. If he keeps going right now, then he has a great start, but he had no vision on the leaders. And he also didn't see this. He saw the braking lights of the 488. Yeah, and he shifted into first gear. He did exactly the same thing, just a few meters later. Oh, that's unlucky. He would have had a great start. Alright, at least I'm not the only one. And he was iRating number 10. I don't know how much rating he has, but yeah, okay. It's good to know that I was not the only one. And then we are going. We had a better start than the BMW. Shenanigans going on ahead of us, but I stick to the inside line like I wanted to. Then I go very deep. And there was another BMW. Was this guy? Oh, it was... Wait. Wasn't there a BMW which went like crazy deep? Or was it the BMW behind me? Yeah, it was the BMW behind me. And he didn't want to lift or brake or do whatever when he saw the incident. I mean, at this point, you see that there's a car spinning ahead somewhere. No, he didn't? Wait. Actually, maybe he didn't see it. Yeah, it looks like he didn't see it. He saw it super late. And now he gets collected by the by the AMG. Alright, that's unlucky number 2. Oh, that's so unlucky. First to start, and then he doesn't see the incident, and at the end of it he gets collected. Oh, that's sad. And this AMG didn't bother to look to the left. So he spins, then gets caught by a car, and then he collects the BMW. Oh man. Alright. And I'm not sure if something else... Oh yeah, something else happened later on. But I think that was the biggest incident around here. He got... Yeah, he got crashed by the Audi which went over the curbs. That's just unlucky. I mean, is there enough space for the Audi? Probably, but it's still pretty tight. Yeah, there wasn't enough space. So the Audi got pushed wide. And he has to go over the curbs and then it bounces back to the AMG. It's... That didn't look unlucky, it looked a bit self-inflicted. And we got a traffic jam. This happens, and I think at the end of the straight I bump into the AMG. Because the 488 is like... Oh, he has damage. And I think he spins out of track at some point. There was no harm done. Solid defense. I think I was also in first gear for a split second, which definitely helped. Yeah, I was in first. That was a good choice because I had a better acceleration of the turn. And something happened at some point with the BMW and with the 488. I don't know in which lap it was. .48 is still driving. They start to fight now. Yeah, you can see how understeer the BMW is. Like, he's turning to the left and the car just barely turns. It's not pleasant to drive. Huge respect for the guys who are driving it. I tried it for a few laps and I rather stick with this oversteer than having to deal with this big understeer in every turn. Come on, where did we get the freebies? It was not this lap, it was the last lap. Alright. Oops. Why is he slowing down so much? Or was the AMG just too quick? Or was it both? I mean, he has damage, so maybe he was careful. Oh, really not sure about that. If that's a racing incident or if the 488 was simply too slow. Like he's decelerating to 150, 140 before he gets the hit. And the other cars, well, at this point he has 160. What's my speed? Also 160 at this little path. And he was 152. So yeah, he was slower into that turn. I don't know if it's because of the damage. Mix of unlucky racing incidents, self-inflicted, something. Alright, and this BMW didn't crash out, he was simply slow and dropped back. Alright. Alright, nice. P5 and a P10. I think it was a P10 and the other top split. That was way better than I expected. I didn't expect to be in top split at all, so I take it as a double win. I don't think I will drive the next one, so I will call it a night here. I'm a bit too tired and it's getting late and it's the open setup again, where I'm a bit, like, I'm not scared to drive a good quali lap, but I'm not prepared to drive a good quali lap and be in a good position again. I need to rest, need to collect myself, and I think I will be back tomorrow. I don't know at which time, but I definitely want to get about 5 or 6 more races around here this week, simply because it's a good opportunity. I have a really nice pace. I have still way more pace in me than what I was driving in those races. I can definitely drive 3 or 4 tenths quicker. So, and when I drive 3 or 4 tenths quicker, then we are suddenly talking about top 3 positions in a top split. And I want to challenge it. Probably on Monday. But I definitely want to challenge it. Like, the times he's driving, that's something that I'm driving in practice sessions as well. So I'm hungry. There's also another backstory to this track. The last time I drove here, like, it was, again, as mentioned, 2 years ago or something, when I was driving GT3s. I drove an Imola race here, and it was one of the best races in my life. Like, it was a top split, and I was leading with, I don't know, 15-20 seconds at the point of the pit stops. And for some reason, like, it reached a point where I was bored and I forgot to pit, simply because I was just driving my laps. I was driving away and I was like, huh, okay. And then the car starts to jump around and I missed the win because I need the tower. So yeah, I definitely want to grab a win here again. It was one of my most favorite tracks together with Spa. And yeah, we will be back. I wish you a good night. Thanks for being here around. Thanks for your support. And yeah, good luck in your races and hopefully see you next time. Goodbye and good night.